Imagine feeling thirsty. Would you walk to your kitchen tap, buy a drink from a shop, or travel across the world to a natural spring famous for pure water? Today, clean water is usually close at hand. But despite modern technology, fresh water is becoming one of Earth's most limited resources. Now picture a world where water shortage no longer exists. What if every ocean on Earth contained drinkable fresh water? Unlimited showers, endless drinking water, and oceans safe enough to sip from sounds perfect, right? But nature rarely works that simply. Billions of years ago, Earth's oceans were not salty at all. Around 3.8 billion years ago, the planet cooled enough for water vapor to condense into liquid oceans, and that water started fresh. Over time, rain changed everything. Rainwater absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, making it slightly acidic. When this water falls on land, it slowly breaks down rocks and soil, carrying dissolved minerals and salts into rivers. These rivers eventually empty into the oceans. Underwater volcanoes and hydrothermal vents also release minerals directly into seawater. After billions of years of this continuous process, salt accumulated faster than it could leave. In fact, scientists estimate that if all ocean salt were spread across Earth's land surface, it would form a layer taller than a 40-story building. Today, about 97% of Earth's water is salty. So what happens if all that salt suddenly disappears? A freshwater ocean sounds amazing. But isn't. At first glance, freshwater oceans seem like the solution to global water shortages. With freshwater demand increasing rapidly worldwide, unlimited drinkable seas sound like humanity's dream. However, removing salt from the oceans would trigger catastrophic consequences. Ocean organisms are specially adapted to survive in salt water. Fish and marine animals constantly regulate salt levels inside their bodies to stay alive. If the oceans suddenly turned fresh, most marine species would lose this balance almost instantly. Only a small number of creatures, such as salmon, can survive in both freshwater and saltwater environments. The vast majority of ocean life would die out. This includes microscopic algae responsible for nearly half of Earth's oxygen production through photosynthesis. Without them, oxygen levels would drop while carbon dioxide rapidly increases. Salt also plays a major role in controlling global temperatures. Ocean currents move warm water from the equator toward colder regions and bring cold water back toward warmer areas. This circulation stabilizes Earth's climate. Salt affects water density, which allows these currents to function. Without salt, ocean circulation would weaken or stop. Polar regions would become extremely cold. Equatorial areas would grow dangerously hot. Storm systems and hurricanes would intensify. The planet's weather patterns would become unstable and far more destructive. With changing climates and reduced oxygen production, plant life on land would struggle to survive. Agriculture would fail. Animals dependent on plants would disappear. Eventually, the global food chain would collapse. Humans would not survive these environmental changes for long. Although salty oceans may seem inconvenient, they are essential for maintaining life on Earth. Ocean salinity supports marine ecosystems, regulates climate, and helps sustain the air we breathe. So while freshwater oceans sound appealing, the salt in our seas is one of the reasons life exists at all.